Hi everyone. Today's video is about motivation and how do I get motivated. So listen carefully. I've been hearing a lot of excuses. Okay, I won't call them excuses because that's unfair to some. Like the whole world is going through the same thing we're going through. Everybody's doing it. And it gives you a sense of, oh, it's okay because everyone else is doing it. What am I talking about? I'm talking about allowing yourself to get into bad habits. Habits that are bad for you, when I say bad habits. So we're all in lockdown again. I don't know which country you're listening from, but the country I'm in, we're in our third lockdown. And it's really difficult because to leave the house, you need to send a message, even if it's to go for a walk, and that alone takes away the motivation of trying to make yourself feel better. Now, this is a circle. So the more you don't do, physically I mean, activity-wise, the more you feel tired and less motivated. And the more tired and less motivated you feel, the more you don't want to do anything. And can you see how you just get stuck in this rut, in this circle? And that has formed a habit. So our habits are, we get up in the morning, we sit in front of the TV, we forget to brush our teeth, we don't get changed. We need to change those habits. It's up to us. So the moment we realize that changing your habit is up to you and finding motivation is up to you, the easier it is to try and do something. And another thing I hear often is, oh, you're okay, you get up every morning, you do your yoga, you go for your walks, you do this, you've got a garden, you've got this. But believe me, I have to motivate myself every single day. Every day when I wake up, I do not wake up with a mood to, that's it, I want to do my yoga, I want to do my stretches, my meditation or exercises or go for a ride on the bike or whatever it is. I don't wake up with that motivation every morning. So I have to force myself many times or most of the time to do it. Once I've done it, however, I feel so much better. And the rest of my day is, I feel healthier and happier. Because when you're physically healthy, you're mentally happy. And the same is the opposite. When you're mentally okay, you're more likely to be physically okay. But what you need to realize is that it's up to you. You alone need to motivate yourself and just push yourself to just get up and do it. Once you start doing it and you start feeling better, you'll see that you'll need a little bit less motivation. And then there's a day that you need more motivation than other days and more push than other days. And that's okay. You don't get upset, you don't get disencouraged, you just give yourself a bit more of a push. Especially when you have children, the kids are on the computers and on the tablets and on these games, and they get stuck in this rut, in this habit of being on those gadgets all day for too many hours, and it's such a struggle day in and day out. It's a struggle to remove them from that situation and get them doing something else. Again, it's your responsibility as a parent. You say it 100 times, say it 120 times, say it 200 times, say it 300 times. It doesn't matter. It's your responsibility as a parent to get them to do something. So set yourselves a timetable, set yourselves a schedule, sit down as a family and say, right, what works for all of us? And the reason I'm making another one of these videos is because, I made a video similar to this a year ago. And a year ago, it was the first lockdown, and it was. You know what? Do you know what? It doesn't matter if I'm gonna be indoors for a couple of weeks. Let me just make the most of it. And we were all cleaning our houses and doing our wardrobes and making stuff and learning to do stuff. But this has been going on for a year. It's been a year, and in 1 year, we've been pretty much, kind of switching off slowly. Our brains are switching off slowly. Our bodies are switching off slowly, because we're just becoming more and more used to being in this situation and less motivated, less and less encouraged, and we're getting used to it. And we've created this habit of, just not really doing anything. So it's up to you to wake up in the morning, sit down with your family, if you have kids, and say, right, what works for each of us? What do we want to do? What do you want to do in the day? Do you like running? You like cycling? You like skipping rope? Something. And make a schedule around their schools, around your work, make a schedule and try and stick to it. If you can't stick to it strictly, it's not the end of the world. But when you do have a timetable, when you do have, it helps that motivation. It does help. And I promise you, the better you feel, the less struggle it is. So with me as well, like I said, I have to motivate myself every day. But that motivation, that push that I have to give myself is definitely not as big and as strong as it had to be at the beginning. So at the beginning, I could do, let's say, one push-up or half a push-up, just about get myself up, and I would motivate myself and say, you know what, come on, you're going to do this. And it was a bigger motivation, I needed to push myself a lot more than I need to push myself today. So now I just need to say to myself, come on, do it, and I find myself on the mat doing my yoga, my push-ups and my exercises. And then now that I can do 10 push-ups, let's say, I feel really, really good. I feel proud. I feel like I've accomplished something, and I've reached not necessarily a goal, but I feel good that I've come such a long way, and I'm not sitting around and just saying, it is what it is. The whole world is going through it, and yeah. But no, it's not. Yeah, it's not okay, because it's damaging our mental health. Our mental health is really, really important. It's a subject that we don't talk about often. It's a taboo. But nowadays it's something that we're talking about more and more, because the more we stay locked down, the more we stay with all these rules and regulations and lockdowns, and the more we are within this, the more used to it we are becoming, and the more we're just staying, not doing pretty much. And that is affecting our mental health. And when our mental health is affected, our physical health gets compromised, and again, we're in that circle. So I'm asking you today to get motivated. If you have a child who is a fan of football, find a video online. If I'm not mistaken, Ronaldo has done a video with his kid. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not a football, so don't get me, don't shoot me if I've made a mistake. But if I'm not mistaken, he's got a video online, and he does exercises in the house that, I think it's 7 minutes or something that your kids can follow. If he's a basketball fan, or a tennis, or there are so many famous people who are doing exercises at home, and you can see these videos online. And the reason I'm using these people is sometimes if a child sees someone that they look up to doing these exercises, it gives them a bit more motivation and want to do it. But apart from that, there's also lots of other people, normal people, simple people like me, even doing some yoga online or something that others can follow. So find something that suits each of you. Each of you is an individual, so each of you will want something different, will need a different kind of motivation, a different kind of push. But find your motivation, okay? Find your motivation, and let's do this. Let's help each other get motivated and start switching on again, okay? Start thinking again, start feeling again, all right? Let's help each other in this feeling of just neutral that I know I was feeling for a while, just bland, Let's snap out of it. Let's snap out of it together, and let's all work on our mental and physical health. And I promise you, once you start, you will feel better, and you'll just want to keep going. If you have tried it and you are feeling good or bad, or please write me in the comments below, and we'll have another video about this soon. And as always, lots and lots and lots of love and kisses and hugs and kindness coming your way.